Hi again, witchy people. It's been a hard week and it's only Monday. I thought I'd just come on and have a chat, actually. One day I may even go live. I doubt it, but I might. My kitchen is still... well, it's got a floor. Sort of. I haven't got an oven. I haven't got any cupboards. My fridge is semi-working, so as you can imagine, it's hell downstairs. I'm taking refuge in my craft room, which isn't so much of a refuge because it's a mess here. I'm trying to do 50 things at once. So I did the drawer, and Natalie Palmer won. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my glasses. So that's over on my desk in that sort of area that's got to be all boxed up and sent away. I have boxes here that you can't see. I have felt all over this side, over there, stacked up to about here from my table. I have boxes there. It's just everything. Anyway, now remember I told you about Matt Dennison, who is a luthier, not a luther. He's a luthier. He makes guitars, and he selects his woods because of the way they look or the way he thinks they feel, sometimes for the tone and the music that it makes with the guitar. I did not know that different woods made a different sounding guitar, so I learn something every day. Just moving some boxes out of the way. And he had a lot of offcuts, which I suggested he make into tea light holders, which he did. And then he just couldn't be bothered to sell them on his Etsy store, so I'm selling them on mine. Now bear in mind, this wood is expensive. And what I have done is I'm going to sell these in sets. Sorry. And I will have 3 sets to put in my store, and the sets will consist of you have 4 of these tea light holders, which will have a coloured tea light in. So here we have oops, fire, don't know if you can see that, and it's pyrographed on every side. So I've done fire and earth and water and air, so you get one of each, and they are pyrographed on every side, so you can use that for the 4 elements, the 4 directions. It'll have the corresponding colour candle in it, and there'll also be this beautiful incense burner, not this one because this one's open, they will be sealed brand new, with a white and a greyish purple sort of colour candle also. So that will be the set with the candles. And I think that they're not going to be cheap. Bear in mind, you will get 6 tea light candles with it, and they're not cheap tea light candles either. They are going to be sort of like 4-hour burning ones. This as well, so 6 and those, and the work done. It's probably going to be about £18 a set. But like I said, it's not cheap. But actually, I've looked at some of the other people that are selling just plain wooden tea light holders like this with a simple tea light in, and they sell them for about £5 each. So to have 4 of them with the candles and the design on them and the lotus blossom, which I thought this could easily represent spirit, the whole, you could burn incense in it, you could burn candles in it. I thought that'd make a lovely set. So actually I don't think they're that expensive really. I think that's quite a good deal. So that's one of the things I've been doing. Of course I had to pyrograph all of these, and shockingly I had to order some more tea light candles to put in them because I couldn't make any because I haven't got a kitchen to make them in, and I didn't have any yellow tea lights, and I needed yellow. So there we go. So that's one set. I've got to try and put this back now without knocking everything over. Too late. I looked through my shop and I decided, I sort of looked about what sold quickly, and well. I think I put on one of my Facebooks that my shop is taking a huge downturn in the last couple of weeks. I've sold nothing. My views are down from maybe 3 or 4 a day to, if I'm lucky, 3 or 4 a week. I'm not too sure what's happening with Etsy, so I did a whole sort of like overview of what I had left in the store and what I could easily make and produce whilst I haven't got a kitchen. And I thought one of my best sellers was my nightshade herb box, so I'm going to make some more of those. And I've started, I've got to find one now that I've actually put, there you go, I put, what on earth is in there? Oh, nothing. So yeah, I'm going to do them in these little chest boxes, and they will have a padlock on here, and they will be full. They're not lined, these are just plain boxes. And of course I buy all these closures myself, then you get the padlock and the keys and everything. I'm also going to be making some more normal herb boxes, which are lined. I line them in felt, and they've got to be all filled and sorted. Of course that takes time as well, because you get all these lovely little glass bottles full of herbs. The other thing I've been doing is making lots and lots of jewellery, and I've got to find it in the mess that I've got down here. So for the coastal hedge witch or the sea witch, I have made these beautiful charm bracelets, and this is what I've been doing quite a lot of, actually, making charm bracelets. So we have these lovely charm bracelets, and these have got mother of pearl in and all sorts. This is the pink one, and I've done pink, blue, green and purple. See, I've got lots and lots and lots of them. That's that done. I'm doing the 4 seasons bracelets. I've only done winter because I haven't got my seed beads out yet to do the other colours. Winter I've decided to do in a beautiful blue. There's winter. And if anyone says the word frozen, I shall get very angry. And autumn is going to be obviously all oranges and browns with a bronze tone. Summer will be a gold tone, I think, chain. And they're really good because my wrists are very swollen because I have rheumatoid arthritis, and as you can see it goes very easily around my wrist here and tightly, and yet it will also go right the way up to this much. It's all that extra, so it's a one size fits all kind of bracelet. I then decided to bring out my old, now I have been making these for a while and I do love them. These are chokers, and I absolutely love this. Now the chokers go from, the smallest is, I think it's about 11 inches, right the way up to 22 inches. You have this, it's lovely if you just have this dangling down the back of your neck, and that also has a pentacle on it. So we have the grey and silver with the skeleton cameo and the pentacle. We have, find them now, the brown and bronze with the cameo, pentacle, the cameo and pentacle, and these, the actual cameos are sewn on. They are sewn on with invisible thread, so they are extremely, they're not going to drop off or anything like that. They're all properly done. Then we have the same colourways, but we have the floral cameo and the tree of life, and we have that one in the silver and grey, and we have that one in the brown and bronze. And I think the blue looks beautiful against the brown and brown and bronze. So there, that's some of the jewellery. I also have several other pieces of jewellery that I'm making. I'm not going to reveal them just yet because I'm really excited about them. I have made some boxes which were going to be tarot boxes. The tarot sets I have don't fit in them. How typical. Let's see if I can reach over and get a couple. Which is easier said than done in this room. Okay, so I said they're all hand done. They're not machine done. They're all done by hand. So I only have one of the tree goddess, and that's plain, but it is sealed lightly, and obviously they're plain on the inside. You see, I thought perfect tarot size, apparently not. And then I have three, obviously they're all slightly different, which have the oak leaves and pentacle and the acorn, you see up here, and the leaf here, and I have three of those, and they're all slightly different. They are all slightly different. Would have if I put it the right way up. Oh dear. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I haven't managed to make any more notebooks, and I wanted to. I do have one up there. I do have a plan what to do with these, and it's to do with jewellery and herbs, and I'm hoping it's going to be a really popular set. Like I said, there'll only be 3 of them. The same with the candles, the tea light candles with the tea light holders. Oh, and I should mention, these are made out of a wood called wenge. This is wenge. Wenge is extremely good for balance, harmony, concentration, meditation, communication. It's a really strong wood, and it has lots of associations with all the elements. So it was the perfect wood to use for these, which is why I only used the wenge. I asked him to make me the wenge wood. Try saying that if you're a bit tiddled. Wenge wood tea light holders, tea light candle holders. There will only be 3 sets, and because there is no more wenge, that's it. That's exclusive. Only 3 sets, no more. That's it. Aren't I rambling on today? I think I'm going slightly mad. Therefore I am. I think I will be, like I said, the herb boxes will be going in the shop within a week. The nightshade boxes will be going, and I did do one similar in my store, and basically it has things like Enchanter's Nightshade, Deadly Nightshade. I think it's got 4 different types of nightshade, plus it'll have nettle, my own Witch's black salt, and tumblestone, a tea light. I can't remember what else. But that's those will be on hopefully within a week. This is the only box that I've actually got the clasp on. The others are all claspless. See, they're all claspless. Hello, I'm losing it. And I do have some other boxes that have just gone in. Actually, I think they've just gone in. I think these are actually in the store now as well, the chokers, but they are gorgeous, I must admit. They're very, very, what do you think? Oh dear, right, okay, I've probably rambled on and whittled on enough. I'm just seeing if there's anything else there. There probably is loads of stuff stuck behind there. But like I said, there's a couple of other things that are going to go in the shop, and I think what it is with Etsy, I have this mentality where I will get a lot of stuff done and put it all in the shop and just let it ride. And I think that's a bad way, as far as Etsy's concerned, to run a store. They much prefer it if you put in a selection and then every now and then, you know, as things sell out, update it. And it's as you update your shop that you go back up in the listing. So I've dropped way down, which is a shame, but you know, I'll get back there eventually. I think it's also sort of like from sort of like July through to about November, I think, where you get a lot of the sales. You get all the sort of like the Samhain, Halloween sort of sales, and you also get a lot of people buying things for Christmas, Yuletide, whatever you want to call it. So there we go. I think that's it. I do have another couple of videos that I want to make, partially regarding the jewellery that's going in the shop, but partially because it's a question I asked to my online sisters and brother about certain aspects of their path, which I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to give it away too much. Anyway, so yeah, I've been asking questions, and I'd like to ask a couple of questions as well of people, and I also have a couple of VRs to do. I think so much to do, and it just seems that the more things I have to do, the less time I have to do them in, and I don't know why I haven't got enough time. And I still haven't sorted out my grimoire. It's still there in the mess that it is, with stuff in it I don't want and stuff not in it that I do want. It's just been so hectic. I thought having the house done would be, you know, it would be quiet and nice and relaxed by now. Everything would be done. And of course now it's the kitchen. I've got forget-me-nots to plant in the garden. These are quite important, actually. They were forget-me-nots that my father planted in my mother's garden. In their garden. It was their shared garden, because obviously they were married. But yes, and when he became ill, they just started taking over the garden. And now each year since he's passed away, these forget-me-nots are taking over my mum's garden. So every now and then she digs up some for me and I plant them out in my garden, and that's important to me, to keep that connection with my dad. And I just love forget-me-nots. They're just one of those heart-wrenching plants. It's up there with rosemary, you know. It's I love them. So there you go. That is my week. Battling with bits of paper for the dog. If you see the drawer, the giveaway drawer, you'll see what I went through with the dog. He did not make it easy. I should have stuck to doing it with the cats, but cats were nowhere to be found until I didn't need them, and then they all suddenly turned up. But so I'm going to get on with all this work. I'm going to get my shop restocked, not my stop reshocked. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yes, and make a couple of, I hope, interesting videos. I have a Baneful Herb video to make on Aquilegia, Granny's bonnets. What else is Columbine, I think, is another name for it. Everyone loved the Dicentra one, and I think Bleeding Hearts Dicentra is one of those plants that evokes a lot of feeling in people, because they do associate it with their past, because quite often their mothers or their grandmothers or even their great grandmothers grew it, and it was very much a cottage garden plant that was very, very popular. So it evokes all these memories and feelings. So it's a really, really popular plant, and I think Aquilegia is going to be the same. It is one of my favourite plants because it does remind me of my nan. So we shall see how that one goes. Other than that, I have the YouTube Pagan Challenge to carry on. I've got as far as K, I think. I don't think I've done L yet. We shall see. Yes, I've definitely done K. I know that. What other videos are coming up? Oh, heavens above, I can't remember. Right, there's the Baneful Herbs. There is the more about my path and what's your path. There's a couple of VRs if I can get around to them. There is no, my mind's gone blank. See, this is what happens. Yeah, anyway, there'll be some stuff, and there's all the stuff to go in the shop. I won't update too much about the shop because obviously that's not what people, you don't want to hear about my shop. I'll leave a link below, but the only problem I have is because I sell a lot of herbal and herb infused items, I have a lot of difficulty sending to Australia, New Zealand and sometimes Canada, but Australia and New Zealand are the worst. They don't like to let anything in, and because I use things like privet, I mean privet is banned in New Zealand anyway, and even though this is treated wood, it's sterile. There's no seeds in it, there's no berries in it. I don't think New Zealand would let that in. They absolutely hate privet. It's banned. Which is fine in this country because it doesn't go out of control, but in most other countries it's a bit of a bully. We've just got the right flora and fauna and temperature to keep it in control. And like I said before with privet, there's nothing an Englishman likes more than on a Sunday going out with a pair of secateurs and a nice bit of garden shears and trimming his privet bush. I'm going to shut up now. Okay, I'm going. Thank you for watching, witchy people. I will be back soon. I won't do another rambling video like this for a little while. Thanks for watching. Stay witchy. I love you all. Bye for now.